Cool. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's good afternoon here for probably most of us as I see this group. Good evening, I think, for Brandon, and let's see who else joins. This is an afternoon in the Americas League of Extraordinaries, and that means it's morning on Wednesday in Asia. So we might get some folks coming in on that side of things. The purpose of League of Extraordinaries is just to supplement the ability for members to connect up with other members and to share more about what's going on, and also to be an outlet for, you can pick up the phone and you can send an email and you can get into the WhatsApp community, and soon you'll be able to jump into the portal at Global Chamber. And so there's multiple ways of connecting with people, and League of Extraordinaries is another way, especially if you might have something that's a little more complicated that takes more than 140 characters to explain that you're working on and that you need help with. This program is actually, I think, the first event that we ever did to help business service providers primarily connect up with others who have extraordinary clients and are doing extraordinary things. You all are extraordinary. And so we're looking forward to hearing more about each of you and ideally letting us know who you'd like to meet. Now we have Globy, and hopefully most or all of you have already put in your information into Globy and filled out that form and shared who you're looking to meet. And Globy every day goes in there and takes a look. And as we get our act together in terms of being more proactive and getting Globy to make recommendations and just practically to make those recommendations, we still have we got the recommendations. We have a stack of introductions that we typically have. We're getting all that worked out this month, and I'm happy to report that Cesar in particular has been working really hard and putting all that together, and he's made a lot of progress. And so really excited about where we are with that. Without further ado, I'd like to go to Kimberly Baker to kick things off. She's in Atlanta. She works for Solvo Global. Solvo is just part of an amazing international network of HR services companies. I believe the parent being Venture, but definitely, Kimberly, let us know more. You're a talented, enthusiastic global leader. You've met our new executive director in Atlanta. We have two now extraordinary women who are leading our chapter there, both Dana Austin and now Donna Smiley. I presume the in person. Have you met either of them in person yet?
I've met Donna. Yes,
Oh,
Donna. I
fantastic.
have. Hmm.
Great. Could you let us know more about who you'd like to meet and what
Yeah.
you'd like to share with us? And we'll probably have, 4 minutes or so each.
Okay.
And if we have a little time, people, please feel free to raise your hand or just interrupt at the end with any questions or thoughts or connections that you can recommend. Please go ahead,
So,
Kimberly.
so since this is my first time, do you just want me to say like what I do and what I'm looking for? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of like when you're going into a room, who are you typically looking for to meet? And then online, when you're in LinkedIn, who's a really great connection for you? And then
Great.
then explain to us why. Why is that the
Okay.
case? What are you doing? What problems do you solve? Yeah, that would be the ideal way, but however you want to approach it, please.
Okay, great. So very nice to meet all of you, and thank you so much, Doug, for this opportunity. I'm very excited about being a part of the Global Chamber. I am looking for anyone that makes hiring decisions. So preferably, I meet a lot with the CEOs of companies, and then they refer me to the CFO, the HR person, and so I can do as little as one man in companies. So I provide nearshore staffing to US based companies. So think of anyone that you can hire remotely. I can do for you for up to 60% less than their US equivalent. They're college educated, they're bilingual, they work for you and only you. They go into our offices to perform their jobs. You pick the person, we don't pick the person. So once you give us a job description, just like we would in the US, we would go out and start hunting candidates. And that's what we do as well. And then we send you over a video, their resume, and then our notes with the cost of that candidate. You then say to us, yes, I'd like to interview that person. And that process goes on until you find the perfect teammate. Um, we're on a 30-day rolling contract. Some reason you needed to eliminate the position. Um, you just give us a 30 days so we're able to help that person find a new position. So we're industry agnostic and also job agnostic. So anybody that you can think of, whether it's, executive assistance comes to everybody's mind, right? It could be an estimator for a construction company, a cleaning company, a lawyer. Lawyers are really big with us because they are hiring paralegals, intake specialists, research people. So all those type of things are opportunities for myself to be able to provide them with top talent, which is the number one um, problem that after speaking with business owners are having, right? They can't find talent. And so that's something that I can help them with. And then also, if they're looking for somebody in states, I can help with that as well. I don't want to take up too much time.
Where are the people typically located that you're looking for, and what
Yeah,
kinds of
so
titles are most attractive to you?
we are in 21 different countries currently, and we have about 35,000 employees. We started in Medellin, Colombia. Our founder was looking for talent because he had an office in Houston, Texas, wasn't able to find top talent, had operations over in Colombia, started, going out and finding people. Within no time, they were outdoing their US equivalent. So then he was like, I'm on to something. And that was only in 2014. So we've grown a lot via acquisition. We are owned by Venture Employer Solutions, which is payroll and HR. Prism, if you've ever heard of Prism Technology, we own that as well. And then our staffing division is Solvo. Some of the job titles that I do are really anything, but medical and dental. I would medical and dental, medical and legal are number one and number two industry. So medical, we're looking at finding CNAs for home health care. We're looking for recruiters. We're looking for schedulers. We're looking for medical billing and collections and all the things that go along with running a medical practice of any sort. So, and then as far as legal, I had mentioned like paralegals, intake specialists, call center. We do a call center for a ticket clinic in Miami. So all these people, when you get a ticket, they call into an 800 number and then we put them with an attorney. So that's been huge. They have over 100 people with us today. So really we are industry agnostic and job title agnostic. So anyone that you can think of that's looking for talent, which who isn't, would be a great referral for me.
Fantastic. Any questions, please?
I do a comment and then a question. Comment is of two of the companies that I've invested in, we weren't smart enough to use your services, but we have used folks, retained folks remotely,
Uh-huh.
and it's been great,
Yeah.
just really great. The question I have is, does your broader company provide other HR services other than recruitment?
Yes,
Could,
absolutely.
could you elaborate on, because that might be a connection. Just elaborate a little bit on what are the other things that your company does?
Now, when you want, do you want as far as remotely employees, or do you want me to tell you about our HR area?
I guess it's the HR area. I get the
Correct.
placement thing.
Yes.
So I
Okay.
was
Yeah.
curious as whether there were other HR services
Yeah,
that
so
you
we
provide.
we do. We provide our number one thing is our PEO, professional employer organization. So payroll, HR, workers' comp benefits. Instead of you being looked at as an employer with 10 employees, you're looked at as an employer with 100,000, or actually we're at 1 million
Sure.
today. And so you're able to offer the Fortune 500 benefits that a smaller company couldn't ask to help you retain and attract top talent, right? So if you're coming in from another country and you want to hire a CEO, but you're a small startup company, how are you going to attract that employee to come over to your business when you don't have the benefits that he or she might be leaving from, a large Fortune 500 company? So we're able to substitute that and do what we call co-employment for you.
Got it. So, we'd love to have a offline conversation. I don't want to go into any depth right now, but there might be kind of a fairly significant, nice opportunity between us.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. That'd be amazing.
Fantastic. Thank you, Bill. We're going to continue to go around the room. Kimberly, thank you so much for
Okay.
that feedback. You did it perfectly. So
Okay.
I like
Thank
to
you.
start with someone new so that you can just do it your own way and you not be colored by what we already have in place. And so thank you for leading the way in the way that you did. Donna Smiley joined the room here. We were talking about you, Donna, because you two have met each
I
other.
know. I love Kimberly. That's why I'm over here cheesing. She is amazing. She's so great. Oh my gosh. Like I was just thinking of her today because I was like, I'm gonna need a virtual assistant very soon. And she is the person I will call for that. No, she is an awesome person. I'm so glad we
Thank
connected.
you.
It felt like we known each other forever when we had a chance to do lunch. So it was great. I look forward to the next lunch.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, well, good evening, everyone. My name is Donna Smiley. I'm a commercial real estate broker in the Metro Atlanta market. I have been in the space for 10 years. Primarily, I'm focused on industrial in the semiconductor advanced manufacturing space. And I'm very connected to India. So I work with Indian companies on cross-border opportunities. I've traveled to India. I'm actually working on investing in a few companies in India next year. So super excited about that. So my ideal customer would be anyone in the manufacturing space that is in need of warehousing, or just need any type of connections in the supply chain. I have a lot of connections here in Atlanta with the Port of Savannah, the mayor, the governor's office. So any company coming into Atlanta, I'm not only a broker to be able to identify sites for them, I'm able to connect them to the right people so that they can set up operation here in Atlanta. So I look forward to working with you all and learning more about your businesses. Thank you.
Amazing, Donna. She's also on our advisory board in Atlanta, Global Chamber Atlanta, and I think we've got some exciting things to announce soon, eh?
We do. I'm super excited.
Thanks for your leadership. I really appreciate it. Does anybody have any questions for Donna?
Yes, Doug Pankaj Pramanik from Charlotte, North Carolina, joined after a long time. Donna, are you looking for funding?
I'm not looking for funding, but I'm still trying to figure out the lay of the land in India of what I want to invest in.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
So,
I would love to connect with you.
no, but I'm an American. So,
Oh,
looks like Indian, but I'm an American. But
oh, okay.
so don't worry about my name and all. I'm an American passport
Yeah.
and I go to Atlanta very frequently.
Okay.
So share your domain email. I don't want to waste time. Then we can chat each other separately. So we can only do
So
funding.
what
We are
type
a
of funding do you do?
5 million to 5 billion, even more, not below 5 million. So we will send you an email. You can read it.
Yeah,
So
please
I don't
do.
want to waste here. So we'll offline talk. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put my information in the chat.
Okay. Thank you.
I,
You're welcome.
I think JC wants to borrow $5 billion. JC, how are you? Did you have a question?
Yes, but that's for Donna, and if she has the money, yeah, well, let's do it. No, Donna. The question is, you mentioned it, great connections with manufacturing and warehousing companies. So, what kind of movements have you seen lately? What kind of industries have you seen that are using your services to Atlanta, that are relocating or expanding or growing? If you can provide a little bit of
Yeah,
insight to that.
so agriculture is very big in
Mhm.
Atlanta. especially in the poultry industry. So that's one thing that's like growing even more here. And then we have a lot of technology companies coming as well to Atlanta. And then as well as in the supply chain aspect of what's going on. I mean, we just have a lot of movement in every sector you can kind of think of here. When COVID happened, our port blew up because we had the cheapest prices for people to be able to come into our ports. So when I tell you every industry under the sun you can think of is doing very well here, agriculture, technology, what else am I seeing like growth and demand? Aerospace is really big here as well in Atlanta. So it's a lot of stuff going on. It just depends on what market you're really like in. Atlanta's a very weird, a weird area because if you go up north, it's like where all the poultry, all that stuff. And then depending on where you are in Atlanta, like every pocket is so different. So it depends on like what industry you really want to talk about here because there's so many and it's
Good
growing very
evening.
fast.
Appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Donna.
yeah, you're welcome.
Alan, how are you?
Great questions, JC. We're going to continue to go around the room unless there's anything else that you'd like to add, Donna.
No, I just look forward to learning more, I guess, about everyone else. I was a little late, so hopefully I didn't miss much.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining. This is the Global Chamber League of Extraordinaries. I see a couple new faces, and so I did earlier surprise Kimberly by letting her go first, even though she's new. And I see a couple more new folks, and so I'll wait a couple more people so that you can get into the flow of things before I call on you. But League of Extraordinaries, the purpose here primarily is to let us know who you'd like to meet, or if you have some challenge or need that you have, to communicate it here to other members so that we can tackle it or take it offline or whatever is appropriate. You only have about 4 minutes, so I encourage you to start with who you want to meet and then give us the context of that, how you help, what problems you solve. When we say who you want to meet, very specifically as you can. So welcome. Christopher is a new member, and so maybe what I'll do is and you may have. I'd like to go to JB Deal first, Christopher, because JB is not a new member. He's been involved in all sorts of really exciting activities, including the economic development side, a lot of work with France, a lot of work in Asia, a lot of work from his base now in Hong Kong. And he now is a leader through the Negotiation Institute, and he's a best-selling book author. So, JB, you are a Renaissance man. Thank you for all your leadership. Who would you like to meet, and how can we help you? Are you able to speak right now?
Yes, I am. Good evening, Doug, and good morning or good evening to everyone. So my name is JB, Jean-Baptiste Deal. I'm based here in Hong Kong, and I am a negotiation expert. So Deal is my real name. I was born in France. I'm the founder of the Deal Negotiation Institute. So what I like to do is meet with people who have difficulties in regards to negotiation, especially cross-cultural negotiation. So if you want to go into Europe or into Asia, and if you're looking to develop your negotiation skills, if you're facing a black box, if there are things you don't understand, I think you should, we should get in touch. Thank you.
That is the global tribe in action. So you're on you're on a subway line in Hong Kong. That's amazing. You must be above the ground though, because the reception is pretty good.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Fantastic. Does anybody have any questions for JB? It may be hard for him to hear them, but
Yes, Doug, I do have well, it's more than a comment, JB. I would love meeting with you offline. I know you are in a subway, but if you are able to share your contact information, I think there's a way in which we can connect and support each other in your endeavor of the Negotiation Institute, which I greatly congratulate you for it. I think that's terrific.
Thank you very much. Yes, with pleasure. I'll share the details in the comment.
Bill, you are a negotiation expert, aren't you? So have you read his book yet? Or Bill Foch might. I think I heard him talking, so he may not be available. So, but I think all of us as business leaders need to be good at negotiating, and so hopefully, you can take JB's book. I think I might have given a recommendation to it that ended up on the book cover, so that's kind of cool. Thank you, JB. I really appreciate it. How is the book selling?
Yes, it's doing on pretty well. I'm still working on the details because I published the French adaptation, so right in time for Christmas. Yes,
It's a great gift, and it can be found on Amazon.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's
So there's
the name of the book?
Yeah, the English one is called Winning with Ancient Wisdom, Negotiation Strategies from Asia and Europe. And the French one is Réussir avec sagesse. But I can share with you the details if you'd like to hear more about the French version. Yeah.
If any of you can't find it from his explanation, please let us know. He's spoken about it. He's been building up to this for many years, and congratulations on your success. Really a great book.
Thank you so much.
I haven't read the French version, but I definitely read the English, and it was amazing.
Thank you.
JC, you've asked some really good questions. Would you like to go next, please? You're based in Dallas.
Sure, Doc. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, the name of my company is DS Leaders. We are an international company. We use science and technology to untap talent from the most unexpected places, train them, certify them, and connect them to a sustainable job position. Basically, the US in the coming 6 years will not be able to fulfill up to 2 million job positions only in the manufacturing industry alone. Healthcare, supply chain, um, construction are other industries that are suffering the exact same thing, technology itself. So what we do is at the same time we have great or large population sectors of the population who will not have access to formal education to get a career or a profession. So what we are looking is to to create something that a bridge that will enhance the U.S. economy. Number two, companies can have loyal employees, and lastly, people can have a sustainable profession for the future for today. So that's basically what we do in a nutshell. So open to questions or comments. Very nice to meet you all.
Who would you like to meet? Who's your best client?
The decision makers of semiconductors, technology, manufacturing companies.
Very succinct. Are you thinking about coming to the semiconductor summit we're doing in February?
Of course. I already went there a few months ago and it was outstanding. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that was the Semicon West in Phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you come to our pre-event?
I didn't. I was just brand new to the Global Chamber. So
Gotcha.
yeah, let me know how to do it and I'll do it.
Okay, February 18th. So it has been February 19th, but there was a conflict with another event. I thought I had reserved the room, but apparently I didn't. And
Okay.
and so it's February 18th, the day before, February 19th in Asia. So thank you.
Well,
I will.
wonderful. I'll make sure that I'll book my agenda for that. Thank you so much, Doc.
Any questions for JC? And hearing none, feel free to, if you think of one, to contact him directly in the chat area. Feel free to use the chat area to put your information. And so let's now go to a little down under to Jason Ball. He's business in Japan, but he's also business in Australia. Jason, thank you for joining. Are you able to share who you'd like to meet and things that are going on that we can help with?
Sure.
Brilliant.
Certainly, I am based in Australia now. My name's Jason Ball, but I lived in Japan for nearly 20 years. I go back 3 times a year, and I have a large active network in Japan called Business in Japan around a LinkedIn group. So you can find us there. There's about 100,000 members. We'll cross over 100,000 members about mid next year. We do regular events, but I'm looking to meet anybody and can help anybody where connections. I'm not talking about lead generation or the CEO of a famous Japanese company, but where you need to build a targeted network for business or work in Japan in a rapport building network. If you have an appointment setting need, I might be able to help, but probably through a partner rather than myself. So looking to meet people who are interested in doing business in, with, or related to Japan. That's me.
Yeah, how does the event planning going for 2026? You've had
not great, actually. I also had a job, a fantastic job that paid well, allowed me to work 100% from home and from WeWork when in Japan. So I lost that job 2 months ago. So I've hesitated hitting the button to buy the airfares and to plan it out, but we will be doing at least 3 events next year, possibly 4 again. If I can keep going in Osaka as well. And anyone interested in Australia too, I'm building my network in Australia, particularly with Queensland government. I'm based in Queensland. And yeah, let me know if I can help you when it comes to Australia.
Very, very cool. In terms of on the job side, are you looking to be open to that, and what would that look like? And I'm thinking in particular, you've got so much connectivity in Japan. But you have a very specific skill set.
It's always been a more of a side gig than a full-time business, though. So I am thinking of what it would look like for me to do the sorts of things I'm doing full-time. But my background in work is IT service management and IT project management and engagement management. So that's things like IT incident management, working for global SaaS companies to spin up the response to when things go wrong technically, or project management. I rolled out the call centers myself and built a team of 6 on site and 6 offshore for rolling out cloud call centers for Uniqlo, the clothing company, including in New Jersey. There we went out and deployed that in 2017. So that sort of IT related, getting things done concept, if it can be done remotely or from Brisbane, I'm keen to hear about those sorts of opportunities as well.
So you're planning to stay in?
Yeah, my daughter has just finished her first. Yeah, you're breaking up a bit. My daughter's just finished her first year of high school. She loves life in Australia. 4 years on, she's getting straight A's. She plays Australian football. I can't pick her up and take her back to Japan as much as I would like that. But no, I have to stay here in Queensland, unfortunately. The sorts of projects I'm doing, for just to drop 2 that are currently ongoing. One is I'm building an expert network panel, or have built an expert network panel for a Japanese fintech to help them review their plans for launching a new modern software development division. And so we will have a 2.5-hour workshop and provide a report and feedback on what we learn and what we think. And then some of that panel are available to then consult on that project. The first deal, software development in banking in Japan. And I will also try and help them recruit a head of that department and perhaps some other people in the team. So that's fintech. I like the idea of gathering panels of experts. I have a large and active network, as I mentioned, and I can assemble people who know the Japanese market, either one individually or as a panel of people who probably already know each other, and who are extremely well respected and experienced in the industry. The other one I'm doing is with the wastewater industry. I contract through a company owned by a guy I used to work with, an AI digital transformation company. The wastewater company asked him who he knew in Australia. They are looking to acquire or perhaps just invest in small startups, small companies adjacent to the wastewater industry, things like water scarcity and energy and ag tech and things like that. And so they wanted someone on the ground to sanity check and do some due diligence on the lists of companies they'd already identified with AI. And then phase two, which they haven't signed off on yet, is to start contacting the 44 companies I came up with and seeing if they're open to discussion about possible future collaboration with this wastewater company. So those sorts of things I can do in Japan or in Australia, and potentially with other partners in other areas of Asia.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. If any of that resonates with you or you have ideas for Jason, please reach out to him and we may have some time here at the end, but we are planning to finish up in 25 minutes. So use your time wisely, as we say. Thank you, Jason. Really appreciate it. Let's go to a new
Yeah,
member.
appreciate the time.
Always a pleasure. A new member, Dilip Shah. Dilip, good afternoon here in Southern California with Arterior Studio. You've got an amazing daughter. You yourself have had an extraordinary career. Tell us who now you would like to meet and how we can help. Are you open to speak right now? You'll just need to unmute yourself. Dilip, are you there? Dilip, I think I see your camera open, but you are muted.
Okay. Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
there
Yeah.
you go. How are
Okay.
you?
Yeah, fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Doe. And so nice of you. It's a pleasure meeting all of you, and it's a fantastic meeting, I guess, on the Zoom. I'm seeing a lot of different people from different regions. It's wonderful. Now, basically, as I said, I am totally new to this country as far as business or things are concerned. I've been visiting this country very frequently before because of my daughter. But right now, I'm just sort of planning to stay back here, retire here. And well, I have been working in Kuwait for a very long time. I was there for almost about 48 years in Kuwait, which is a very long time. So I was dealing with a lot of finishing items for the construction related items. And then a time came in where, there was a very acute shortage of people who could source out materials from different places in the world. So I was able to do that. When the times were, there was no internet, there was no, connectivity. I was supplying things to a lot of people with specialized items. You would say like some artworks were there, some different types of planters are there. Then we have some expansion joints, and things go on and on. A time was there when I was asked to supply on the airport some apron signage, which I did it also. I sourced out things from different places and did that. Now, basically, I was looking for some supply chain items for this country or anywhere else because my idea was that, you know, I mean, Gulf is not is a place where now a lot of action is there, a lot of movements are there. And along with the time, many manufacturers from all these Western countries joined, they started producing, manufacturing things in Kuwait or in Gulf, I would say. Mainly it is in Dubai, it is in Saudi, it is in Kuwait. And the biggest advantage is that the labor cost is very cheap out there. Then the electricity is very cheap out there. Then you have water, basic requirements for all the industries which can produce anything. These things are available very cheap. And I don't think so that many things come out of those countries. And there are so all these people they are geared up for exports also. But local demand being good, people are not explored that part of importing it from Gulf. So I was just wondering if somebody would be interested in getting to, initially try out, get some codes against the requirements under, against specific requirement. If somebody wanted some items from there, which is, anything that is, construction related or industry related are there. We can work it out and plan out if maybe something can be imported from that country, those countries. Besides, the tariff part also, is not there right now, I think. None of the countries are listed out as that they have been imposed heavy tariffs on them. So I don't know, with all this basic ideas, if anything is workable for supply chain and anything else connected to that, I can probably start to do that and we can work on those lines.
Amazing.
So that's what briefly my idea was. So
That's fantastic. Cesar Trabanco is here. He's the one that says Global Chamber host. And I'll bet you he has lots of ideas already for connections, and I do as well. Does anybody have any comments or qualifying questions?
I have a question. When you say construction, what does that entail? What type of products and stuff do you have in the construction industry?
you see, basically in construction there now, most of the people, as I said, are being sort of represented, or manufacturing
Hmm.
facilities are there in Gulf. Like, you have, I would say, basically the pavings are there, then furniture is there, landscape furniture is there, and expansion joints are there, entrance mats are there. I can list out, if you require, I can send you a list of items, those things which are in demand there. And not everything is manufactured there, so it is a back and forth. Some of the items are imported even now, and some of the items are exported from there if required.
Yeah,
So
if you could provide a list of everything you can source in the construction industry, that would be great.
yeah, I can do that. That's not an
Okay,
issue.
thank you.
You're Donna, right?
Yes, Donna
Okay, Donna.
Smiley.
And anything, I even supply. I was dealing with some artwork, including three-dimensional paintings, artwork which is used in the parks or in front of any corporate offices and things like that.
Huh.
That's another very interesting item if somebody is interested to look into that item.
Okay. Cesar, I think I'm from here. I can hear your
I
brain
know, I know, I know.
work.
Then fun.
We have someone for you.
Okay.
That's great. No, great suggestions. Great opportunities.
Right.
And thank you so much, Dilip, for
Thank you.
sharing.
Thank
Uh,
you. So nice of you. It's a wonderful to meet all of you, and I hope we can continue this way whenever there's something is there.
Fantastic. And I think I failed in the sense of, I know we talked about when you joined that you'd be on the Los Angeles Advisory Board. And so we'll make sure that that happens
Please.
because you're just a great background and great ongoing activities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doc. I'll be delighted. Thank you very much. I'll be honored.
Well, we appreciate you. And so let's continue to go around the room. And Christopher Phillips is another new member. Um, just beautiful English. That's what this man has, and he gives people better English as well.
Thank you.
Christopher, and with your New York Times background and just marquee background, and now the work that you're doing, congratulations on your success. Who would you like to
Thank
meet,
you.
and how can we help?
Well, first, I have to say that I learned a new word tonight, so I'm a happy man, and that word is cheesing. That is what Donna said, cheesing, meaning I would imagine that it means cheese, meaning smiling. Am I correct? I have never heard that word, but I love it. Absolutely love it. So this is going to be my new favorite word. My name is Christopher Phillips, and my company is called Beautiful American English. And I'm a new member, but I just have to say, which I'm sure you've heard a million times, this is called the League of Extraordinaries. I have never seen such an extraordinary bunch of people as I've seen in these meetings. I've been binging on meetings trying to sort of figure out how this organization works. And I'm just blown away by the caliber of people that I see left, right, and center. So I am thrilled and I have to say honored to be here. What I do is I'm an executive English language coach, and I specialize in better speaking, better writing. I was an editor at the New York Times for 23 years, and so a lot of people come to me for their writing help, but also accent. And I have a strange view towards accent, which a lot of people don't agree with. I believe that there's nothing wrong with having an accent in English, but you cannot mispronounce things. And those are two very different issues. So that's what I do. And I work with people on one. My largest single source of clients in the past has been the United Nations, but I'm sort of looking to branch out into the international world. I have heard some magic words tonight in terms of people that I'd like to meet. The first is HR and staffing and call centers. These people need accent help. And with staffing, I think that good English is the key to an employee really showing what are their talents. And so if anyone is in, what I would love to meet is someone in an HR or staff development role within a company who has good people, but their English needs to be better. And they also need more ease and more confidence in English. And that is the key to unlocking their talents. So I'm looking to connect with a company especially in the HR staffing area. My students come from all language groups, but I have certain specialties. And my biggest specialty, I would say, is Japanese speakers. Japanese speakers have certain issues in English which other language people don't have, and I've been a specialist in this for over 20 years. I have a degree in Asian history and languages, and I know what the issues are for Japanese speakers, which isn't just grammar and vocabulary, it's a different way of thinking. And so I would say Japanese speakers are 40% of my uh, students. And another magic word is Jason Jason Ball, whom I heard at a previous meeting, and he said I'm the conduit to Japan. So that's something else that I'm interested to meet. Spanish is another big specialty for me, and also I have an unusual specialty in speakers of Indian languages. Indian English is some of the most beautiful English in the world, but often the accent and the pronunciation and the delivery makes it hard for people to be understood and appreciated. So I would love to work with speakers of Indian languages, most of whom speak beautiful English, but working on their accent and their pronunciation. French is another one of my specialties, and also Chinese, because I speak Chinese. That's one of the languages that I know. So again, my name is Christopher Phillips. My company is called BeautifulAmericanEnglish.com. I give everyone a free introductory meeting, which is more of a diagnostic meeting to sort of listen to their English, hear their goals in the language, and then come up with a plan of study. And I would love to hear from anyone who knows anyone who needs better English, and particularly companies whose employees might need better English. So again, Christopher Phillips, BeautifulAmericanEnglish.com, and I put my information into the chat. Thank you.
Beautifully explained. Thank you very much. Um, we've got four more folks and we've got 15 minutes, so please do the math a little bit under probably 3 to 4 minutes for each. And I'm wondering if Brandon Matuki is there. Brandon is in Mombasa. And Brandon, are you available to speak? It's very late there. Brandon, are you available?
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, I am available, but they just want to listen. I'm okay. Thank you so much.
I see. Okay, very good. Brandon is an extraordinary leader. He's our global advisor in Mombasa, and he's already pulled together an advisory board of some extraordinary leaders already, and he's on the process of eventually building a chapter. Normally, global advisors don't build chapters. They are responsive and they connect to the community. He's well connected and he's taken it to the next level. And so thank you for your leadership. Really appreciate it. Lothar Solomon has been a long time leader within Global Chamber. He's based in central Illinois, and he is not only someone who provides support services from around the world to companies, but he also is very deeply connected in the technology and entrepreneurial space within Southern and Central Illinois. Lothar, who would you like to meet and how can we help?
Well, we provide a very broad range of services, and I'd like to meet decision makers in small to mid-sized companies that go through a lot of people and are big into the on-demand part of the business world. You know, companies these days don't want full-time employees unless they absolutely have to have them. So, you know, there's more and more people are getting into on-demand work, fractional work, part-time, whatever. So we have this kind of labor. And ZG Worldwide Consultants is into IT, accounting outsourcing, marketing, and healthcare. We have, like I said, we have a broad range of multi-specialty services. One way to look at our company is like Accenture. They have many capabilities serving many industries, and we are likewise. You know, we're agnostic to industry. What industry, as long as it's legal, you know, we provide people, and we have many capabilities. And another way to look at us is kind of like Amazon. Amazon has many products all over the world. And we have people in 30 different countries, about 80 partners total, who can do an awful lot. One of our strengths is India. For example, accounting outsourcing. We are partnered with IP Pasricha, our IPPC group in India, and they have full-time to part-time people, or just seasonal. And there's still an accounting shortage in the US and UK and other countries, and they can do an awful lot to help you if you happen to need someone for example, tax season coming up. And another one of our strengths is one of our partners is Fortium Partners. They are the largest company in the United States that provides interim to full-time to fractional CIOs, CTOs, and CISOs. And they work for a few days, a few months, or they can even work full for a year or longer. It depends what your needs are. So we specialize in this, and one thing where we really stand out is we have something called our ZG Worldwide Eat pamphlet that gives an expertise summary for every associate in our network. You know, we try to be transparent in who we have, so we actually have something on paper or digitally that you can look at. And I don't know of any other consultancy that has a document like this, but like I said, we want to be transparent. So if there's any questions, let me know, or get in touch with me. So I'd be glad to help you out however I can.
Thank you, Lothar. Does anybody have any questions? And hearing none. Thank you, Lothar, who also, by the way, is on the Global Chamber Chicago advisory board, and eventually we'll get Springfield, Illinois, I'm sure, and we'll figure that one out. Thank you very much. Let's now go to Pankaj. Is there anything else that you wanted to add, Pankaj? You did interject a little bit earlier about the range of funds that you're able to gain for people. Who would you like to meet? Who are the people that want $5 billion?
5 million to 5 billion, even more. And also Cesar already introduced to Donna. So another, I think Jason already I sent him an email. Anyone is looking for funding FDI, we can help.
Now, who
And
would that typically be?
it will be US, Canada, UAE,
Who
or
would the person be? Who is the actual person?
depending on the companies, like which company. I'm looking for like a Jason. If Jason is helping, I'm looking for partner for Japan and Australia, as well as Asian countries, because there is a probably we try for a long time but could not make it. But only FDI, foreign direct investment.
So it would be the president of a company, a big company, like the president of Intel.
Yes, CEO, CFO, CTO, only three, not below.
Very good. Thank you for your information, and thank you for your long time support. And looking forward to, I guess this year you're not going to CES, so I won't be able to get a big surprise by seeing.
Yes, so we are not joining because many issue going on. Probably February 18th we'll try. Last year we joined,
Okay.
but we are very close with many reasons for 3 years. February 18th, but first I have to finish this 31st of December this year. Then we'll talk. And so we are not joining CES, but we'll be joining GTC, the main one, the NVIDIA one. So
The Semiconductor Summit for Global Chambers, February 18th in Phoenix, and the kickoff for the planning is started, which it's sadly it's never started this early. So or at least I think we'll have our act together this year, and it's going to be, I think, a really probably our best one. And then that CES, for everybody's benefit, CES is the 6th through the 9th in Las Vegas. If you haven't been, it's a bucket list for Globy. It's an unbelievable place for international business and companies that want to land in the US. And last year, I only got to really spend a day plus there, and I'm going to spend 3 days. Global Chamber has multiple events there, and I know one of them is involved with Europe, and one of them is what is the other one? I know for sure one is Poland. So we're going to be doing a Poland event, and Raphael, who's been our global advisor in Global Chamber Las Vegas, is leading that effort. He also, by the way, on December 17th has a Getting Ready for CES program. It's may not be on our website yet, but it will be over the next few days. So if you're interested in potentially going, it costs about $150, I think. At least that's what I would be charged to be like a general on the floor without all the bells and whistles. I was in a good way. My ticket was paid by the Hong Kong Trade and Development Corporation. So thank you, HKTDC, for their kindness. Bill, you've been a kind person and a good person because you believe that employee engagement is so important to your company economic engagement. You're an author, you are a leader, you are a thought leader, you help companies understand what's important about how they can grow by engaging employees in the process. Who would you like to meet? And please correct me if I'm wrong. And how else can we help?
I thought I was kind of hoping you'd just continue.
You're amazing.
Yeah, it's as Doug knows, I'm actually a frustrated stand-up comic, but I do some business stuff kind of on the side to justify it.
Who's more
yeah,
frustrated, you or your audience?
My wife.
And Bill's audience is his
Well,
wife.
and then on down. We are moving off the track here, Doug. Hey, real quick, our organization helps companies improve their financial results and the lives of the employees that drive those results by moving folks from hired hands to trusted partners. We call that economic engagement. The thing that's material is we actually ended up doing years of research with Harvard Business School to objectively define economic engagement so you can actually measure it, and then that allows us to then assess where is a company at in the 5 drivers that we've come up with in economic engagement. What what I'd be very interested in is anyone who is in the professional service, typically for small to middle market private companies. If you're a service provider for them, that was why I was interested in the HR individual before, but in particular, if you're a consultant to that group, we're kind of getting out of the consulting business and into the consulting tools business that came out of our research. So that's kind of where we're at.
Fantastic. Does anybody have any questions for Bill?
45 years, the number of years I was married.
45 years. Fantastic.
I knew people were, they just didn't, they were being bashful, so I thought I'd answer.
I see. Great. And how many of those were good years?
Are you asking me or my wife?
Either. Is she there?
Yeah. That's yeah, obviously not, or I wouldn't be speaking so boldly. So 45 good years for me, and I'll let her speak for herself.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing.
A pleasure, Doug.
We've got 1 or 2 minutes left. Just quick heads up that tomorrow is the Global Real Estate Roundtable. It's 7 a.m. Pacific time. Highly recommend. We've got a group from Newmark Commercial Real Estate that's speaking, and they're going to be talking about the global real estate market. And I think it's going to be a really couple like back-to-back meetings on Thursday. We've got the Global Chamber India event with some really great special speakers. So Donna, if she can be there, I'm sure 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, a little bit early our time, but it's going to be a great one. And we've got right after that the leadership conversation with Rutherford Pascal, and he's got a very special program planned. And then we have the monthly sales roundtable, and there are 4 already roundtable speakers that are lined up to give their tips and techniques for the end of the year, and so don't miss that. Cesar Trabanco is on the call. Cesar, anything to share?
Hi, Doug. Thank you. I would like to ask Dilip for his email. I couldn't find it in the system, so, and I know a couple members asking. So Dilip Shah, if you can put your email in the chat, that would be great.
Actually, even better, I take advantage of Cesar. He's been very kind to connect me with various folks. So he can get that done, and all you have to do is praise his son's soccer, and then he'll do anything for you.
He scored 2 goals today, so he's happy.
Oh, geez, that's well, see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, I would be delighted to hear from you.
There's Dilip Shah's email right there in the.
Thank you, Doug. Yeah.
So it actually, I might not have sent an email to him since we had got HubSpot. So maybe that's why it's not in there. So
it is not. Yeah, and actually I need to double check a couple of things about the membership there as well.
So yeah. So Dilip, are you still there? Dilip?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, you came in through your daughter. Would you like to say, as the last word for tonight, would you like to praise your daughter?
Oh, thank you very much. She has been doing a very good job. She has been getting help from you from time to time, and it's been successful. She's very happy now. She's not here. Otherwise, should love to talk to you all. It would have been a fantastic thing to be. And thank you very much, Doug, for that.
So she does interior design.
Yeah, she's into interior design,
and she probably gets some materials from you.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward for. I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Because some of the things like carpets and things like that, India is very good for that. I have connections. I have been dealing with those people, and as I said, some pots, mainly agriculture pots or planters. And that's another very big item. So these things are coming in from India, and those people have already been supplying outside. They've been already exporting it. So I'm working on some of the items for her. Hopefully, it'll be true and it'll be great then.
Fantastic. Thanks everybody for joining today. 48 years.
By the way, can I get Donna's email address?
Yep.
Yes, it's in the contact, in the chat, but I have yours, so I'll email you really quick, Doug, because I know you gotta go. Christopher, I think he would be great to speak to Dana Austin and her author series because being that people are writing books, they have to speak and they're coming from all over the world. So I was
Oh,
thinking of
great.
her, for
Good one.
him, as far as like that author group that she has. I think that would be amazing for him to do a talk with
Yes.
authors.
Great. I will be there at the next meeting. I have it in my calendar. It's coming up one of these days. It's coming up on the 17th. If you could introduce me to her, I'd be thrilled.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll definitely let her know.
Thank
I'm
you
happy
so
to do
much.
that. I'm happy to do that one, Donna and Christopher. I can
Perfect.
do that.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other last words from anyone? Kimberly, look what you started. Thank you for kicking us off today.
Of course.
Great conversation. And
Thank you.
thanks, everybody. Have a great evening, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I know.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Cesar. Thanks,
Thank you,
Dilip.
Doug.
Thank you.